Welcome back, fellow rivalers. We're going to go through a lore video. So right now we're going to learn about each character and their lore, and then we're going to do a more in-depth video at a later date. So let's begin with Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock was created to be the perfect specimen, able to manipulate powerful cosmic forces. He represents the full potential of what we could one day become. Until then, he stands alone as a shining golden beacon of all that is good within us. When the time strain entanglement struck, Adam Warlock effectively shielded himself in a protective cocoon. When he emerged, his cosmic senses identified no impeding threats. Traveling to Clintar, Adam encountered the Guardians of the Galaxy and discovered a power even greater than Knowles, ready to incinerate the planet and countless others. Black Panther. King T'Challa of Wakanda is more than just the ruler of most advanced civilization known to man. He also wears the mantle of Black Panther, the sacred protector of his people. It is his sworn duty to ensure Wakanda's continued survival against any threat imaginable. T'Challa recently expanded his reign into the cosmos, creating the intergalactic empire of Wakanda as he awaits a sign from Bast to tell him if either doom can be trusted. He protects the empire's chronovanium supply and shares its tech with trusted allies, including Reed Richards. Black Widow. Natasha Romanoff. Trained from childhood in the infamous Red Room, Natasha Romanoff became one of the most feared spies and saboteurs of the world. For years, she put her unrivaled combat skills to use as a member of the Avengers, keeping pace with some of the most powerful beings who ever lived. Imbued with super soldier-like treatments that vastly extended her lifespan, Black Widow outlived most of her enemies and allies, but her fight still rages on decades into the future, where she leads the Red Room in its ongoing effort to overthrow the tyrannical Doom 2099. Captain America. In hopes of serving his country during World War II, young Steve Rogers volunteered for an experiment that enhanced his strength, speed, and agility, making him America's first super soldier. As Captain America, he proudly fought enemy forces until he became frozen in ice and lost to the ages. Discovered and unthawed in 2099, Captain America began battling the threats of tomorrow, including Doom 2099. Now he fights alongside the Avengers to prevent the desperate future he awoke in. Cloak and Dagger. When teenage runaways Tandy Bowen and Tyrone Johnson were exposed to experimental drug against their will, they unexpectedly gained extraordinary powers. Tandy generates piercing blades of pure healing light, while Ty can teleport himself and others through the Dark Force dimension. Together, they illuminate New York's deepest shadows as Cloak and Dagger. The time stream entanglement struck while Cloak and Dagger were traversing the Dark Force dimension. The pair emerged to find New York under the control of Dracula. They soon joined the heroic resistance fighting against the Empire of Eternal Night. Doctor Strange. Respected surgeon Stephen Strange was forced to seek a different path when his hands were injured in a terrible accident. Devoting himself to the mystic arts, Strange became this dimension's first line of defense against supernatural threats, the Sorcerer Supreme. Sensing a massive temporal disturbance, Doctor Strange performed an arcane ritual to protect his reality. The spell failed, and Strange and his Sanctum Sanctorum became trapped within the mirror dimension. Lost in the time stream, Strange used his mystic mastery to free himself for short spans of time in order to join the fight. Groot. He is Groot, a Flora Colossus from the branch world of Planet X, capable of manipulating planet matter and regrowing his damaged body from a single splinter. The hero at the heart of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Groot may not have many words to say, but his actions always speak for themselves. Groot accompanied Star-Lord in a rocket on a scouting mission to Clintar, where they became stranded after their ship was shot down. Clintar's Dark King Null now seeks to corrupt Groot's regenerated powers in an effort to cultivate the ultimate symbiote. Hawkeye. Clint Barton is one of the greatest marksmen alive. He may not have superpowers, but his natural ability to hit virtually any target earned him a place alongside Earth's mightiest heroes. As Hawkeye, he's been known to take down an entire enemy fleet with nothing more than a quiver full of arrows. For a time, Clint distanced himself from the Avengers, setting off on a quest for vengeance as the assassin called Ronin. He returned to the fold older and wiser, just in time to infiltrate Hydra's Erebus base and rescued the captured Winter Soldier. Hela. The Asgardian goddess of death, Hela is a powerful sorceress who controls an endless army of undead warriors. She has long sought to expand her domain beyond the nether realms and will make any deal that benefits her goal. Hela will not rest until all souls, living and dead, are hers to command. Hela offered to support Loki's coup in exchange for extension of Hell's territory into the realm of the living. In truth, though, she seeks to claim Ygritte. Yig, I apologize beforehand when I pronounce this. Ygritte throne and the temporal power that comes with it for herself. I think it's called Ygritte. We're gonna go with Ygritte. Hulk. Caught in the detonation of a powerful weapon of his own invention, Dr. Bruce Banner absorbed gamma radiation that transforms him into a massive green monster whenever his emotions rage out of control. As Banner, he's still a genius, but as Hulk, he's the strongest one there is. Banner developed a special gamma belt to control his transformations and temper the Hulk's fury. But when a time stream entanglement transformed Los Diablos missile base into a demonic battleground, he realized that the best way to fight monsters was to let out the one within. Iron Fist. Lin Li inherited the legendary sword of Fuji, becoming the hero known as Swordmaster, but that was only the beginning of his epic journey. Eventually, he found himself in the mystical city of Kunlun, where the dragon Xiao Lao blessed him with the power of the immortal Iron Fist. The time stream entanglement has caused great upheaval in a number of magical realms. As wars between the gods began to rage, Lin Li must protect the sanctuary of Kunlun from those who seek to tarnish its majestic splendor. Iron Man. Wounded by a weapon of his own design, billionaire inventor Tony Stark created a custom-based suit of armor to keep himself alive. Though his wounds have healed, his upgraded armor now saves the lives of countless others when Tony dons it to become the world's greatest fighting machine, the invincible Iron Man. When the legions of the night descended upon New York City, Iron Man and his fellow Avengers turned their power into a stronghold. From there, Tony leads the effort to unravel the mysteries of Chronovium and to reverse the time stream entanglement. Jeff the Land Shark. What's more huggable than a puppy, but hungrier than a great white? It's Jeff. This baby land shark may be one of the most unusual and adorable creatures to ever waddle his way out of the ocean. But anyone who's crossed Jeff's path can tell you that behind his sweet little bark is one nasty bite. After getting captured and displayed as a curiosity at the Collector's theme park, Jeff broke free when the time stream entanglement scrambled reality. Now's his chance to prove he's a hero one chomp at a time. Loki. Born the son of Laufey, king of the frost giants, Loki was adopted by Odin and raised as a prince of Asgard. But his true nature could not be undone, and would come to fully embrace his role as the god of mischief. With his father deep in the Odin sleep, Loki seized his chance to take the throne for himself. After enlisting Hela in his plot and hurling his brother Thor into a distant timeline, Loki now harvests Chronovium sap from the World Tree, Yggdrasil, in an effort to conquer the entire time stream. Luna Slow. Luna Snow is more than just another K-pop superstar. She's also a symbol of hope for her entire generation. Using her ice powers to keep tensions across the world cool, Luna has become a musical diplomat ready to face any conflict that may arise. Tragedy nearly struck during Luna Snow's summer concert when a wounded Atlantean creature caused a devastating tsunami. Luna's ice held back the rushing tide and helped to heal the beast's injuries. She single handedly saved countless lives and prevented the situation from escalating into a full scale conflict between South Korea and the world beneath the waves. Magic. Born with a mutant ability to create portals that allow her to teleport through the nether realm called Limbo, Ileana Rasputin augmented her natural gifts with powerful sorcery and an arcane sword fueled by souls to become the warrior known as Magic. As the ruler of Limbo, Magic has been serving as a general in a timeline spanning war across dimensions, battling malevolent gods and demons. She frequently confers with her mutant allies on Krakoa, discussing their species' best chance for survival in the wake of the time stream entanglement. Magneto. Max Eisenhart was born with a near limitless mutant ability to manipulate magnetic fields. Suffering a lifetime of persecution, Magneto made it his mission to assure the survival of mutant kind, no matter the cost. His uncompromising crusade often puts him at odds with other mutants who seek more peaceful ways to coexist with humanity. Magneto led the campaign to gather the planet's mutant population and transport them decades into the future to a safe haven on a sentient island, Krakoa, protecting his brethren from the growing dangers of the wider world. Mantis. Mantis always knows exactly how you're feeling thanks to her strong empathetic, empathic powers. Her alien ability to alter the emotions of others comes in handy on the battlefield, but Mantis only finds true happiness for herself when she is with her fellow Guardians of the Galaxy. After being captured by the Collector and put on display at his theme park, Mantis managed to escape with the help of her fellow captives, Sai and Jeff. Now Mantis travels to the space waste in hopes of reuniting with her team while welcoming other displaced souls into the Guardians' found family. Moon Knight. Mercenary Mark Spector was given a second chance at life when he became the avatar of the Egyptian moon god Khonshu. As Moon Knight, he doles out righteous vengeance locked in a never-ending battle with both the criminals on the streets and the voices in his heads. At Khonshu's behest, Mark doles out righteous vengeance against those from across all timelines that challenge his master, putting him at odds with everyone from the mystic evils of Doctor Doom to the unknowable alien darkness that threatens mortals and gods alike. Namor. Born of a union between a human and an Atlantean, Namor has always been a man of two worlds. But while he proudly rules those who dwell beneath the waves, those who live on the surface have long earned Namor's ire. After decades of simmering tension, Namor has finally decided that the time is right to strike at the surface world. He has sought the aid of his mutant allies living in the future on Krakoa to aid him as he sets his sights on a new prize, Jeju Island. Penny Parker. As the death of her father, Penny Parker inherited the experimental mech suit known as Spider. In order to control the suit, Penny had to allow herself to be bitten by the irradiated arachnid that controls its CPU, forming a psychic bond between them. Now Penny and Spider keep the people of Tokyo Web World safe, just like her father did before her. But their mission is bigger than just one city. Since the time stream entanglement, Penny and Spider have devoted themselves to the protection of the web of life and destiny and the countless realities it connects. Psylocke, a wandering warrior in feudal Japan, the telepathic ninja known as Psy has devoted herself to striking down ancient demons and monsters. With her wolf Logan by her side, Psylocke won't rest until all yokai have fallen by her psychic blade. Psy was ripped from her reality by the time stream entanglement and put on display by the Collector. Alongside newfound allies, she escaped her cage and learned that other familiar warriors might still be out there. Her new quest is gather those heroes and this conflict and return home. Rocket Raccoon. He may look cute and fuzzy at first glance, but the Space Ranger known as Rocket has a bite just as nasty as his attitude. Fortunately, he puts his uncanny technical aptitude to use for good as a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. When Star-Lord signed on for a mission to explore Clintar, Rocket tagged along for some easy target practice shooting symbiotes. But when their ship crashed, Rocket unexpectedly found himself in a fight for his life, trying to keep his fellow Guardians safe until help arrived. Scarlet Witch. Wanda Maximoff's ability to manipulate chaos magic makes her one of the most powerful living beings in the universe. As a Scarlet Witch, she seeks to harness that chaos, restoring some semblance of order to a world that is constantly on the brink of destruction. Since the time stream entanglement, chaos magic is one of the few forces holding the threads of reality together. Should her powers fail, the Scarlet Witch truly believes that the universe will disintegrate, along with everyone in it. It is a fate she refuses to allow, no matter the cost. Spider-Man. Bitten by the radioactive spider, young Peter Parker gained the ability to cling to almost any surface, a spider sense that warns him of danger, and the perpetual speed, strength, and agility of Arachnid. Now he strives to use his great powers responsibly as a wall-crawling wonder known as Spider-Man. Since the time stream entanglement, Spider-Man has been swinging between two battlefronts. When he's not rallying New York's heroes to fight against ancient forces of darkness, he's busy protecting the web of life and destiny with his fellow web warriors in Tokyo Web World. Squirrel Girl. Doreen Green is more than just a computer science student at Empire State University. She also happens to have the powers of a squirrel and the powers of a girl. With her BFFF, best furry friend forever, Tippy Toe by her side. Doreen eats nuts and kicks butts as the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. After the time stream entanglement, things get weird. With all the New York City under attack by creatures of the night, Squirrel Girl assembled an adorable army to reclaim Central Park from the clutches of Dracula. Here's hoping vampires don't like the taste of squirrel. Star-Lord. Half human, half alien, all awesome. That's how Peter Quill, the space outlaw called Star-Lord, would probably describe himself. And as a leader of the spacefaring heroes known as the Guardians of the Galaxy, he saved the universe enough times to actually live up to his legends. At Juri's request, Star-Lord led a scouting mission to the surface of the symbiote planet Clintar. As the Guardians made their approach, their ship was disabled by a mysterious force, leaving Star-Lord and his crew stranded on a hostile world nearing the brink of annihilation. Storm, born a mutant and worshipped as a goddess due to her ability to manipulate the weather, Aurora Monroe became the X-Man known as Storm. As the regent of Sol and protector of Araco, she now serves as a protector for mutants on Earth and beyond. The chronal energy generated by the time stream entanglement has resulted in violent temporal tempests on the sentient island of Krakoa, the nation that the X-Men call home. Although her powers are capable of stabilizing the island's climate, Storm seeks a more permanent solution alongside her fellow heroes. The Punisher. Caught in the crossfire of a mob hit that killed his family, Frank Castle clung to life through sheer force of will and his unquenchable thirst for vengeance. Unwilling to let more innocents suffer at the hands of criminals, Castle took the law into his own hands as the Punisher. Thanks to an experimental serum that vastly extended his lifespan, the Punisher's war has continued into the far-flung future. As a member of the new Marvel Knights, his impressive arsenal has become a vital part of Black Widow's crusade against Doom 2099. Thor. Prince of Asgard and God of Thunder, Thor Odinson is one of the bravest warriors the cosmos has ever known. With his enchanted hammer in hand, Thor summons the full fury of the storm to smite his foes, but only if he proves himself worthy of Mjolnir's might. Alas, Thor has suffered greatly since the time stream entanglement when the Allfather was forced to enter his regenerative Odin sleep. Thor and his brother Loki battled for the throne. Through deceit and trickery, Loki bested his brother, exiling Thor to a distant and dangerous timeline. Venom. When Spider-Man rejected a symbiotic alien that he had once believed to be a mere costume, the creature formed a new bond with a man who shared his disdain for Peter Parker. Together, the symbiote and Eddie Brock became the lethal protector known as Venom. While displaced in time and fighting in the occult wars, Venom glimpsed the horrific future awaiting his timeline. To prevent that future from happening, Venom knows he has only two options: kill the Dark God Null or imprison him on Clintar and take his throne. The Winter Soldier. Captain America's sidekick during World War II, James Bucky Barnes, was thought to have been killed in action. In truth, he had been recovered by enemy forces and rebuilt into their ultimate assassin. But the Winter Soldier eventually broke his conditioning to become a hero once more. Captured during an Operation Sabotage Chartier base, the Winter Soldier was subjected to horrific experiments at the hands of Hydra scientists. He was rescued by Hawkeye and a version of Captain America from the year 2099, who gifted an upgraded arm to his former partner. The Wolverine. Gifted with a powerful healing factor and razor-sharp claws, the mutant called Logan was turned into a living weapon when the clandestine government organization Weapon X bonded indestructible adamantium to its skeleton. Wolverine has proven to be more than a killing machine, finding ways to rise above his pain to do what's right for mutants and humans alike. Now, Logan splits his time between battling Dome 2099 and ushering mutants to safety on Krakoa. Even in the far future, Wolverine remains the best there is at what he does. There you have it, guys. These are our known heroes for Marvel Rivals and the lore behind their stories. Stay tuned for more in depth on videos coming soon. Remember, leave a like, comment your thoughts on what stories is happening so far and what you would like to know. Also, if I messed up any of these guys' names, which I'm pretty sure I did, definitely around Yggdrasil and Yggdrasgard, probably because I have a head cold, and my voice kind of sounded mad, a little madness and stuffy. I do apologize for that. Hopefully, it will be done by the end of the day, and other videos that come out will be sounding proper. Until then, my fellow rivals, stay getting those W's, win, fight, rinse, repeat. Till next time.